Hi, this is River. Today I'm here with Lesson 74 from A Course in Miracles. Lesson 74 is, there is no will but God's. The idea for today can be regarded as the central thought toward which all our exercises are directed. God's is the only will. When you have recognized this, you recognize that your will is His. The belief that conflict is possible has gone. Peace has replaced the strange idea that you are torn by conflicting goals. As an expression of the will of God, you have no goal but His. There is great peace in today's idea, and the exercises for today are directed towards finding it. The idea itself is wholly true. Therefore, it cannot give rise to illusions. Without illusions, conflict is impossible. Let us try to recognize this today and experience the peace this recognition brings. Begin the longer practice periods by repeating these thoughts several times, slowly and with firm determination, to understand what they mean and to hold them in mind. So go ahead and close your eyes. And let's just take a breath in and a breath out. Do that again. And we're going to begin this longer practice period with repeating these thoughts with firm determination to understand what they mean and to hold them in mind. There is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. I'll repeat that. There is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. And then spend in your own mind a few minutes adding related thoughts such as, I am at peace. Nothing can disturb me. My will is God's. My will and God's are one. And God wills peace for His Son. So add some related thoughts to, there is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. I'm going to sit quietly and we're going to add some related thoughts to that. There is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. You need to repeat the idea as you're coming up with related thoughts. It is, there is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. Remember, you're adding related thoughts to this. So there is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. In your mind, with firm determination, add some related thoughts. God's will can only be one will. God wills peace for me. I am at peace when I am one with God's will. Everything in my life is happening as it should be because I am aligned with the only will there is, which is peace. Peace within me. God's will is the only one that creates anything in truth. Creates and shares. It's the only one that creates and shares anything in truth. And then during this phase, be sure to deal quickly with any conflict thoughts that may cross your mind. So anything conflicting that's showing you where you're not at peace, or where you desire something conflicting, you quickly say, there is no will but God's. These conflict thoughts are meaningless. And dismiss the thought, just like that. There is no will but God's. These conflict thoughts are meaningless. And then continue finding related thoughts. I am at peace because I'm aligned with God's will. In every moment, I choose God's will. I choose to know God's will. And then again, keep with, adding more related thoughts. If there is one conflict area that seems particularly difficult to resolve, that keeps repeating, single it out for special consideration. Think about it briefly, but very specifically. Identify the particular person or persons and the situation or situations involved. So go ahead and do that if one conflict area is repeatedly standing out to you. And then tell yourself, there is no will but God's. I share it with Him. My conflicts about blank, fill in the blank with a person, the more than one person, the situation. My conflict about blank, whatever that is, cannot be real. There is no will but God's. I share it with Him. My conflicts about whatever it is cannot be real. After you've cleared your mind, close your eyes and try to experience the peace in which your reality entitles you to. Sink into it and feel it closing around you. There may be some temptation to mistake these attempts for withdrawal, but the difference is easily detected. If you are succeeding, you will feel a deep sense of joy and an increased alertness, rather than a feeling of drowsiness and enervation. Joy characterizes peace. By this experience, will you recognize that you have reached it? If you feel yourself slipping off into withdrawal, or you're actually drowsy, quickly repeat the idea for today. There is no will but God's, and try again. Do this as often as necessary. There is definite gain in refusing to allow retreat into withdrawal, even if you do not experience the peace you seek. So there's definite gain if you catch yourself drowsy and you quickly catch that. You're almost falling asleep. And you restate the idea, there's no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. And then go back to finding related thoughts. And then allowing this deep sense of peace to come over you, which may feel like withdrawal, but it actually has an increased alertness in the body, a feeling of joy, peace, deep contentment, a spirited alertness and presence. There is no will but God's. I cannot be in conflict. When you're ready, you can bring your hands together. Maybe softly opening the eyes. Thanks for joining me here. Lesson 74. It feels like an important lesson to me, in the sense of this being more of an active meditation than just something passive where we just relax into it and try to get out of our body and go up into, a higher realm. It's more embodying this peace in my mind. So thank you for joining me. I wish you all the best in your practice. During the shorter practice periods, it says to be undertaken at regular intervals. Say to yourself, there is no will but God's. I seek his peace today. And that concludes lesson 74. Take care.